Well, we got the old Ram here in under the carport today. Got a little project to work on, not your typical side-by-side video, but still mechanically related because we're still wrenching on something. But the Cummins is having a couple issues. There's issue number 1. There's issue number 2, 3. I think the rest of these aren't too bad, but they're starting to get a little iffy. And of course, the main issue here, this exhaust pipe is just way too small. I think this is only 3.5 inches. So we're going to take care of these issues here with a little exhaust upgrade to the Cummins. Unfortunately, I had a hard time finding an exhaust for my truck because it's, shall we say, missing a few key exhaust components. It was like that way when I bought it. And thanks to good old DEP, finding complete turbo back exhaust systems for these 4th gen and up Cummins or any diesel pickup nowadays that are like mine and have a few key exhaust components missing. They're extremely hard to find anymore because DEP has cracked down and stopped companies from selling these. But luckily for me, I had made a post in Facebook group saying I was looking for an exhaust. The owner of a company, which I'm not going to mention because I don't want to get them in trouble, messaged me privately saying, hey, we make the exhaust you're looking for, a 5-inch. Said, we have some ready to go. We'll ship them out to you whenever you're ready for it. I said, I'm ready for it. He sent me an invoice, and within a week's time, I had a nice new 5-inch exhaust, complete turbo back exhaust kit at my door, ready to throw on. So it comes here with all the pipe I'm gonna need. Of course, I have hangers sitting down there. I am going to run a muffler because I got an Aero muffler. Just to be different, because I know a lot of people like to run the MBRP. I had MBRP on my Duramax, but again, everyone runs it. I want to be different, so I went with the Aero muffler here. But of course, this does come with a pipe. If I want to straight pipe it, I can. We may play around with that a little bit, but I'm going to throw the muffler on for time being, and since I got some pretty good tow trips coming up. And of course, to finish it off, I got a nice 7-inch tip because Cummins, you got to have a big exhaust tip, right? But this should be pretty much a straightforward install. The downpipe piece here comes with a flange that will bolt right onto my exhaust housing on my turbo. With the flange it's already on the truck, I guess there's nothing left to do but to take the Sawzall and start hacking the old exhaust away. This isn't going to be a complete in-depth how-to video. I'm probably just going to get to work on stuff to get it done, because I know what you're all interested in is the before and after sound clips, which we will be doing. So let's just get this stock exhaust off and I'll catch back in with you. There's a nice little side-by-side comparison for you guys between the 4-inch I took off. This was an AFE system on here with an AFE straight-through muffler, so it did flow good. But compared to this 5-inch, yeah, we're gonna have a lot better flow now. So all that I got left to do now is just to match up all the hanger pieces here and throw all this back together. Alright, so I got most of everything kind of mocked up and under there. I'll show you here in a minute. I did have to make a modification to the muffler that I got though, because it's not really made, this system, the company that makes it as a straight pipe system, and they just sell optional mufflers for it. So the clamps that came with the straight pipe kit didn't have enough pressure to squeeze the muffler tight against the exhaust pipe, so it was loose, it wasn't tightened. So I just took and cut some cuts in here, so that way as I squeeze, those will go together and it'll clamp against the pipe and should hold her nice and solid. she sounds great at idle. It really gave it a deeper, throatier exhaust note, which I love. Let's see what she sounds like going up the road. Tell you what, I like the sound of it. It'll bark if I want it to, but it's still nice and quiet inside, and it's still relatively tame, even from the outside. So all in all, win-win. Again, not my typical side-by-side content, but hey, we're still wrenching on stuff like I said before. And it's always fun to work on something and improve something. And I'm really liking the sound of that. It's not overly done with that muffler, but it sounds deeper, throatier. And hopefully, as you guys heard, as the camera picked up, it'll bark at you if you want it. So now I'm curious. Next week we are taking the camper out for a little trip. So I'm anxious to see how this sounds under load. But guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. More side-by-side written ATV related content coming up real soon. I am working on a pretty big project, so it's taking a lot of production, a lot of planning. So that's why my uploads may be a little sporadic here for a while. But I think it'll be worth it in the end. It's something completely different for Appalachian mountain riders. Still, of course, ATV and side-by-side related, but it's just kind of something fun and silly I hope you guys are going to enjoy. So again, that's what I'm working on, so my uploads may be a little bit sporadic for a time being, but bear with me. And of course, I've got lots of content on the backlog from videos I've uploaded over the past several years. You can always go back and enjoy, especially if you're new and haven't seen all those. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Whether it is by subscribing, liking, or commenting, whether it is by supporting me on a monthly basis through Patreon, buying from my Amazon Marketplace store where I get a little bit of kickback from everything you buy on my store there. I appreciate it, guys. It enables me to bring the content I love to make, and I hope you guys enjoy watching. So, we'll call this project done. I like it. And until next time, keep on riding.